Okay, I guess the start of a new arc has just begun. The quest to find the Patch Tribe. Now, before I really get into this, the meat and bones, let's talk about something that people have been stupidly arguing for years about in Shaman King. Something where I was surprised how many people couldn't figure it out by the constant hints that are being thrown out. It's between Yo and Anna on that night. You know, people wondering, did Yo and Anna, got it on? And the answer is yes. If Anna was just going to just spend the night with Yo just by sleeping in his bed and that's it, why would you want Amitomaru out and stuff? Everyone else is fully asleep. And then they even hint at it, he says, oh man, why you look tired and stuff. It's it's kind of common sense. Now, I found out the reason why most people thought about this is because they can't imagine or are shocked that someone who is a minor getting on in an anime. People say it's disturbing, it's creepy, but in reality, it's actually natural. See, the problem here in America is even though we're doing through this giant movement of cultural appropriation, for some reason, when they actually see the lifestyles that people do things in their culture, most of them find it very uncomfortable because it's their culture. They might find our culture uncomfortable, but it's still their culture. You're out there, you're supposed to appreciate it, allow them to be them. It's kind of hypocritical. Not only that, is in middle school, this stuff happens a lot in middle school. You know what, there's kids, and a couple of years ago, you were an adult at the age of 15 or 14. In other countries, you are an adult while you're in a stage of adulthood around 15 and 14, and of course 16. And when I was in middle school, some people in my peers were from 8th grade to 7th grade, and weirdly 6th grade. I know it's weird, but it's the truth. It's because some people hang around the wrong crowds and they'll do what they do, and that stuff happens. I know it's disturbing, I know it's weird, but it's reality. So, but then again, some people said they were shocked to even hear something like that when I post that in a discussion. And they're like, wow, you must be one, very sheltered, ignorant, or you weren't really paying attention to what was around you. You probably weren't hanging around those kids. And I say, well, good for you. But other than that, even I didn't really hang around them, but I knew what was going on nonetheless. Especially how some students were not able to be seen again, or some were pregnant. But anyways, I'm staying too long on the subject. I'm just saying that yes, Yo and Anna did do it and stuff, and that was it. Heck, she had her son at age 17. But again, in some countries, and this is going on in year 1980 or something, and in some countries, um, it was natural like that. It was different time, different culture. Remember that. But anyways, fine, let's get on with this episode, okay? I just want to get that out the side. Now, they're on their way and they see this dude who looks very similar to Silva. His name is Lord Howe, and he's already proclaiming to be the, not future Shaman King, but the Shaman King. Well, right now, he knows all. He knows about Ren, he knows about Horo Horo, he even knows about Yo himself, showing his great spirit of fire, showing how advanced he is. He even has his own group, his own minions, man. So you can tell this dude is final boss material. There's one thing that I like is in some shonen stuff, you won't find the true main antagonist until the very end. You have to fight them off, like Naruto and stuff, or even Bleach. But in things like Shaman King, they show you the true antagonist, the final boss, in the very beginning, just to show you how much of a journey that the characters will have to go through in order to even reach, at least get even close to the strength that the antagonist will have towards the end of the entire story. How far will they go? We'll have to see. You have to watch it, or you read it, so you already know. Either way, they see how strong Lord Howe is, and he has a cool design, you know. He's shirtless, but he wears a nice little robe cape thing, and he has awesome pants and shoes, and his gloves are amazing. Like, dude, I would like to see someone cosplay him. I don't think I can pull off the cosplay, but other than that, it looks pretty nice. Now, that being said, we also have them on the plane, where yes, they skip some parts, and a lot of people have been saying, "Wow, Shaman King has been going by pretty fast compared to the last anime," and that was because the last anime you had a lot of filler in the original anime, a lot of filler. And this one is getting straight to the point. In fact, it's probably going faster to the point that they even skip some scenes out. For instance, when they're falling off the plane, Faust the Seventh was supposed to be there. Actually, he's to be falling off the plane upside down in his wheelchair for some reason, upside down, and he's saying if he would fall, he will break into a lot of pieces, and he'll just stitch himself back together again, and he'll be good as new. That was his excuse, but they didn't show that scene for some reason. I don't know. I guess maybe it didn't make sense because he was pretty much near them when they fell, so it'd be like, okay, where he landed, if he was so near them. That's probably the reason they took it out, or they were just really skimming for time. But anyways, they finally landed on America, and Route 66, where Rio displays his amazing hitchhiker skills with Billy, or I think it's Bob, I think it was Billy. So they go to the library to find out where the Patch tribe is at. And they also skip another thing, where Rin was like, we're in the native area, so people should know where the Patch tribe is. But surprisingly, no one even ever heard of the Patch tribe. As you're surprised, many Americans are ignorant towards native culture. So, that's a given. We're not taught a lot of it in school, so of course you're not know much about it, or even know where they live at. Anyway, they run into a woman named Lila Rara? Lila Rara. Anyways, this woman has been obsessed with an entire goal is to warn people not to go to the shaman fight because she believes that the Apache are evil people who want to use the shaman fight in order to create top level shamans to rule the world. You know, they heard intel that the Apache were creating a shaman fight because it's been years since they heard of it, so it happens every 500 years. And the rumor was that they were creating a shaman fight to gather strong shaman together in order to destroy the humans and only a world full of shaman. However, that is partially true. When he went to the flashback, they saw someone who looks just like Silva / Hal, and wondering how is someone like Hal all the way living back then. I guess he must have resurrected and stuff. He knows the power of reincarnation, and that was pretty much the point. So, anyways, after them proving their will towards the woman, she allows them to go, tell them all that she knows, and then Hal shows how heartless and devious and evil he is. How he knew this would happen, but he was only using her so they'll find out. I guess mostly Yo would find out about stuff, and then he would dispose of her. Which Spirit of Fire has the power to destroy anything and everything, including souls themselves. So there's that as well. So she's gone. I don't think she's going to be in the afterlife. We don't know. I think the soul's completely obliterated. It's not coming back. It's in oblivion, which sucks. But that shows how powerful the Spirit of Fire is, and the reason why Lord Hao is actually one of my favorite antagonists in manga mainly manga. He's better in the manga than the original anime. But for this anime, he might be one of my favorite antagonists in anime for how powerful he is. He's extremely underrated. Like, this is one of the dudes who actually got away with what he did and stuff, like Kefka from Final Fantasy VI, for crying out loud. But yet, he's overshrouded by people like Sephiroth or Lord Aizen from Bleach, people who are very powerful, but they didn't succeed in what they wanted to do, only because they look cool. Well, Lord Hal looked cool too, but that's not the case here. So we showed how, turns out, the Patch tribe weren't full of evil demons who wanted to rule the world. It was just shaman. It was just Lord Hal himself. He only resurrected himself that long ago, so he can just steal the spirit of fire. So he can re-resurrect himself again, so he can have it again at this point of time. So he was seeing things, ahead to his great plan. He wanted to have a very strong spirit that he can use in order to rule the Shaman fight. He played it out well. Imagine if other people could use the power of reincarnation and plan out their steps ahead of what they need to do in order to get what they want. That would be pretty interesting. Well, anyways, so off the journey starts, and we'll see how much content will they keep within the anime that they cut from the manga. We'll have to wait and see, because I'm curious of what they're going to do about this. So anyway, that's all I got for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have more insight about it. If you haven't read the books, you should go read the books. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime, signing out.